Hello, you've got to add yourself to stream if you want to do your video. First, thank you, Susan, the super chat. She got it first tonight. Really, really appreciate it. Well, I've changed my mind about half an hour ago. That's my prerogative. So I thought we might just see if we have a little fun tonight. We'll try. Anyway, let's see how we go. Da, da, da. Come on, music. Come on, music. Come on, music. Hello, I'm back. Hello, everyone else has joined us. So good to see you. So good to see you. Well, Rick fell asleep in the corner yesterday, so we've got to take all the comfits out of the corner. You've got to stay really up and on. So about half an hour ago, I did a video. If anyone saw KJ's Instagram Live, you'll know what I was talking about. She also did a video on Ben Stewart and Jessa Duggar, which is not as bad, but I believe it's still bad. I haven't seen it yet, I have to tell you. And I was pretty fired up this afternoon. And so I wanted to make some notes for tonight's live. So I started making notes and then realized I'd essentially written a letter, so I recorded it. So that was posted. Dominus said he saw it on another channel earlier. It was disgusting. It was essentially religious hate speech. Oh, it's probably me, girl, because I'm uploading something. We can build Rick a bar that he has to stand behind and tend. We can keep him busy. Well, he must be still asleep. So yeah, it was pretty disgusting. Essentially, any of the faiths that believed in the Old Testament were homophobic and hateful was the conclusion. So I was not very happy. Oh, everyone's buffering? I'm really sorry. I don't know what's going on. It does say my connection is unstable, by the way. It does say that. So it might be me. Might be me. Hey, Sammy J.
Obviously, you have to be able to have video.
Right. So anyway, and I would just like to state that I have reported the video for religious hate speech. Rick needs a little room in the corner. Hey, Kim. Yes, welcome to Australia's NBN. Oh yeah. Welcome to Australia's NBN. That was out of date before it was even started. And not everyone has got it yet. So I'm open to showing it to you. So but I need to tell you that it's not pleasant. But anyway, but Dominus said it was very, very horrible. He felt it was horrible. I felt it was horrible. We don't need the image. It's already outdated. Oh, you still don't have the NBN? Do not get me started. Oh, look, I'm comfortable showing. I'm fine now. Like I had to, but at the time, like there were people, there are quite a few private chat messages, like a few people that I was talking to at the time, and I've been able to vent and are you going to get mad, Joe, because I don't like? No, I don't. Actually, no, actually, I was nearly going to do a video when I was mad, and I decided that would be just playing at her game because that's probably the reaction she wanted. So, yeah. You've been in emotional mess, yeah. Yeah, you can handle it. Okay, cool. Well, I think it will actually be better with us all here and I can stop it, so I can switch her off. And particularly I can tell you when it's going to get, she's getting desperate when she, I think she's mad at God. I don't know. But apparently she's met 5 Jesuses. So, but there is a really funny part in it. There is a bit at the start before she starts her rant where she's criticizing, like she's reading something from Ben Siegel's church, and there's a word on there, and she actually has to look it up because she doesn't know what the meaning of, which tells me she doesn't read her Bible, because if she'd read her Bible she would have read it. It was funny. And then it just went. If you, I can tell you all the time. Yeah. And then anybody that questioned her about it got blocked, and she was naming and shaming, which disgusted me. But essentially, she said, "Well, if you want the truth, I can tell you." Where Jesus is Dominus, or the video. Dominus, are you going to be okay watching it again? Is it the word? No. I don't know. What do frogs do in a pond? What do frogs do in a pond? What? You don't want to see it again? Or you don't want to see it again, or you can't handle it? Oh, she hates God because of V's medical condition. There's a video I saw of her. Well, apparently, she says she's never actually quit being a Catholic, so she's still technically a Catholic, so there you go. She's on the register of the diocese there. So that's why more backflips than an Olympic gymnast. Just make up your mind what you are. And I did link a video. There is a link that I put for a mini series called The Chosen. If you like stuff on religious stuff, what they've done is they've worked with a Jewish historian, some biblical historians, and what they've done is they've made so everyone looks at the fact that Jesus is God. This is like Jesus as a human, and they show him doing carpentry. It takes you a while to get your head around, but it just absolutely blew me away at how great it is. And it's opened up some of those stories from the Bible, because apparently they're just stories from the Bible. They're not true. So I linked that there because it's actually a very good series. My favorite one is, there's 2 that's really good. The third one, I think it's the third one, called Jesus and the Little Children. And you just see him play. You just see him talking to children, and like you'd see him as a really big kid, and you can see him doing that. And then the very last one is the encounter of Jesus and the woman of the well. But you see that the disciples are just like you and I, like they bicker, and like they don't like each other. You know, Matthew was a tax collector. He was disliked by everybody, and like when the disciples goes, "But Jesus, do you know what he is?" And Jesus goes, "Yeah, I know what you are too." You see some sass. I think she's unraveling Christian though. So anyway, if you like that, I've put that link underneath that other video, because no, it wasn't Peter. It wasn't. It starts with F, Peter. What she said that, yeah. All right. That's probably right. I mean, you know. All right. So let's. All right. So look, let's start off with that, and then we can look at Insta, because Let me just show you her Insta, because like she's had another big day on Instagram. She's just posting needlessly at the moment. So this is her Insta, and I think she must have taken that video down, because the video, oh no, that's it there. So that's the video. Like this one here, right? This one, she says, Jeremy, I don't get it. For me, I see a picture of a tree in the reflection of a puddle. That is an amazing photo, but she doesn't get it. And someone says, well, why does he only take pictures of her leg and butt? Well, he wasn't. He was saying, look at that reflection. Look at that. Can you see what that is? But she doesn't get it. She doesn't understand why he posted it. Is that why she hates any kind of religion? Because he wasn't perfect. But nobody's perfect. Let me tell you about Lewis Harrison. The doctors wanted them to abort him. Tomorrow, I believe. Tomorrow. Shouldn't Saltsy respond tonight to the other motion? They were a week apart. Should be tonight. I thought, no, it's tomorrow, I believe. And so that's what I got from the video. Okay, cool. We were told she wasn't going to make it. A lady appeared and told me to hold my blame to us. So, wow. Yeah. So can you see that picture? Can you see why he would take that picture? I don't know that I mean, maybe I just don't get out very much. But if I saw a reflection of a tree in a puddle like that, I'd be taking a photo too, because I think that's amazing. Yeah, but see, she says, Jeremy, I don't get it. I don't get it. So because she doesn't get it, she's going to mock him. Hey, JOK. These are drunk pictures he's posting. I have done the same. He needs space to express himself. Oh, I think he's showing off the shoes. No, he's showing off the puddle. Her Instagram fans are just as bad. And then he posted this. And again, I get it. Maybe I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with me. He says, old school is new school. Jeremy, why are you being so weird? You take these to kids today, they get excited because they haven't seen anything like this before. Old school is new school. Hello. It's the first thing I saw was the tree in the puddle. It was the first thing I saw in the tree in the puddle. Do you get, do memories come back when you see that? Because that used to mean when I used to see the TV with the video reeled on a trolley by a teacher, it meant substitute teacher time. And substitute teacher usually meant we were watching the video. So, but again, she can't get it. And someone else says, am I not getting the joke here? Can someone explain what's going on? So that's what I see. Old school is new school. What is old is new again. Right? So that's just some of the Instagram, but her posts, she's so this is the post that started it all. This is the post that started it all. Jessa Sewell's husband Ben is working for Emmanuel Baptist Church in Arkansas. He's preaching weekly since mid-December. According to the church website, all staff members must agree to the statement of marriage and sexuality. The church does not believe in same-sex marriage, support anyone that is transgender, and does not support any LGBTQ relationships. Staff also required to support these positions. Ben and Jessa have seemingly been trying to hide where he works, but the podcasts are available online and locals in the area are familiar with where he's working. The doggers can try and hide their homophobia, transphobia, and hate for the LGBTQ, but truth will always come out. It's funny because Counting On makes sure they never touch the topic of LGBTQ anymore after the backlash Michelle received for the robocalls urging people not to use transgender men and women's bathrooms. Now, what's really interesting, so she did a whole video on the fact that he was, they were hiding it. But this is really interesting. When she posted it on her Twitter, I'm just going to pull up Twitter. When she posted it on her Twitter, somebody showed her how much of a secret it was. I'll show you. So this, she called it Jessa Duggar and Ben Seawald's secret life exposed, what they've been trying to hide. And he says, I wouldn't call this hidden. This was Jessa's Instagram. I wouldn't call it hidden. She posted it on Instagram on the 10th of January. So it hasn't been hidden. Someone's just found out about it. So there we go. 10th of January. He was ordained on that. He was he started in January. So there you go. So it's not a hidden secret. It's there. Seawald family. It's on their Instagram. But she didn't pick it up. I thought she stalked them. Yeah, the ordination of Ben as pastor, January 10. I'm Catholic. I don't do my religion on others. I don't blame God for any medical disability. That's not me either. That's okay. Well, that was my point, Peter, is that we can, as long as it comes down to respect, we can all have different views, but we need to respect each other, and that is what's lacking. Only liked by nearly 10K. Yeah, I know, but she didn't see it. So she did this whole video. I was told that the video was a watered down video. If you've seen the video today, it was a watered down version of the Instagram live. But apparently she, this is what I've been told because I didn't watch it. I had somebody watched it for me to tell me whether I should watch it. And they said she was watching a sermon of Ben's and he was talking about impure thoughts. And therefore she came to the conclusion that he was speaking out against homosexuality. But it's just her conclusions that are just very dangerous. Right, here we go. Right, if we're ready to go, at least Dominus has had he knows what to expect. He's had some heads up. All right, so I'm going to tell you that it may be hard. Okay, it was hard for me. It was just the hatefulness that I couldn't handle. Obviously, like I'm half tempted to send her a Bible and highlight the verses. But I won't. And look, and that's why when I thought I started writing out stuff, I thought I've got to do this respectfully because I have to show her that we can be just, we need to be respectful of each other. Yeah. I mean, I think her mind would be blown if she, to realize that I actually preach. I know I'm a woman. She did. She claimed that she was bisexual again. She also claimed she was Catholic again, Dom. She did. Did you see the part, Dom, where she had to Google the word? I'm not going to say the word. All right, think of a baby deer. What is a baby deer? Add cation on it. She had to look it up. KKKJ. This thing's not opening for me now. It won't open for me. All right, here we go. Jane asks, there's a lesbian daughter and a transitioning son, and I don't despise religious people who don't agree like she does. Everyone has a right to their opinion as long as it doesn't impact on others. Yeah, that's right. So, Peter, did you work out the word? She didn't know what it meant, which also tells me she didn't read the Bible. Wow. Not the translation of the Bible that it is actually in. Okay, so a fawn. So fawn. Add cation on it. She had to look it up on Google. I swear she had to Google it. And then she says her and Todd did it all the time. And then they got married and she was dreadfully unavailable. Oh, is it? I didn't know that, Peter. I've now been educated. My whole take is that we're making God's images. Yeah. Oh. All right, let's watch that because that I have to tell you that's the best part. And then when they were married, she was joyfully unavailable. All right. So I've learnt now something about frogs again that I didn't know. Oh, was he? So it's Rick's fault then that she had to Google it then, isn't it? We just blame Rick. Everything's Rick's fault. See, I told you it'd be fun. Okay, so I will try and stop it when she starts on a rant where she's going to go to somewhere that could be offensive. But if you need to switch off, please do. I won't get offended if you have to leave, okay? But this is going to be easier. Nothing like a journalist with a limited vocabulary. Okay, here we go.
Obviously, you have to be able to like have videos have green on them so that they get.
So she was having trouble with a video, I think that she was doing on something because she was having trouble with monetization today. She's really not smart. Shows her ignorance and stupidity more every day. Everyone knows that Bambi is a fawn. Oh. Because I never saw. Hello, Vivi LCR. Sorry, I missed you coming in. Oops. All right, I didn't even put it on. You're not even seeing her amazing shots that she's. Now, she did one at 6 o'clock a.m. my time, which I was sleeping. And apparently her Get Ready With Me on Instagram. So I missed the first one, but I was told there wasn't much to it.
They get into the algorithm so people can see them. It's going to be about Circle of Hope Girls Ranch. And while I was working on some other stuff, you guys, I was handed a website by a subscriber in my inbox. And they were like,
How do you hand somebody something from your inbox? How do you hand something? How does a subscriber hand you something from the inbox? Can someone make that make sense? Tinder for frogs. Oh,
Ben Seawald is preaching at this church. And I end up going onto the website and I'm like, okay, this is weird. And I look and he has been preaching since 2018.
Oh no! She's been saying she's been saying that he's been good for nothing and not working. And I've just realised why my mic's not working because I took it out before. I'm an idiot. All right. Hopefully you've been able to hear me. No one said they couldn't hear me. Is that better? I tell you. Yeah, that should be working better now. I took it out for something else. All right. Well, I think only if there's something in there. Cool. Thank you, Dominus. No one said they couldn't. So I just assumed it was plugged in until I just looked. It's been one of those days, really.
At a church in Arkansas.
Oh, no. He's been preaching at a church. Oh, no. Oops. If she knows everything about the Duggars, how did she miss this for 3 years? Well, that's the question, Peter. Peaches do preachers places before they... Oh, it's much better now? Okay, cool. Yeah, because she'd been saying he had been unemployed and she was wondering how they were getting their money. Well, as it turns out, he's been working.
And I'm like, why don't they ever talk about this? Ever.
Because not everybody talks about everything that they do, KJ. Maybe he's too busy working. I don't know.
They're always talking about how he's in school. He's literally been a pastor for years at this church.
Well, he probably needs to preach as part of his studies. When I did my studies, I had to do preaching as well. Yes, that's right. So she better sack Amy King. She's just a useless source.
And it's super homophobic. Like,
that's the only thing she's taken out of it. So I sort of think because she's got this agenda. So that's the first thing she goes for. So it's super homophobic.
It's really bad. They have a statement on sexuality and marriage, and it's so awful and disturbing. And I'm like, I get that people think that it's okay in 2021 to believe that the Bible says that you can't be gay, but that's just not okay. And there's not, of course they're hiding it from the public. It's...
How is it hiding it from the public if it's on their Instagram page? Question. They put it on Instagram. They said. I don't think they were hiding it. Putting it on Instagram's hiding it. Only 10,000 people saw it.
I'm gonna be like, I have a whole video coming up. Like, I'm rendering it right now, but I want to show you this.
She obviously did great. She obviously did great research for her video if she had to look up one of the words that she was trying to like. So she's used this statement, I believe, in her video, but she didn't know what one of the words meant until after it was rendering. Like, so she did the video without knowing what all the words meant.
It says, we believe the term marriage only meaning that it's a marriage sanctioned by God, which joins one biological blah, 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 blah. But it has this whole thing at the bottom about being transgender. And he's not a Calvinist anymore. He's not. He's Baptist. He believes in salvation. He's not a Calvinist anymore.
Matter of fact, that. So, and this is the other thing. If you've watched the video I did before and then you watch this, or you watch this and then watch the video, you can tell me how accurate I am because, you know, I don't give up on the Duggars. They've outsmarted you by 3 years. Hey, Michelle, there could be a whole nother tribe of Duggars out there too. All right. So now she's going to have this big argument or big discussion about why he can't be a Calvinist, because she knows, of course.
There's no way he's a Calvinist. There's no way with this church that he's a Calvinist anymore. He's not. He has become a full-fledged independent fundamentalist Baptist. And you can't be in the IFB and be a Calvinist. Calvinists are reformists, and they're not fundamentalists. And he is now a fundamentalist Baptist. And no, he's with the Duggars now. He's full-on branched out into the Duggars. He's not a Calvinist.
She does, Peter. She makes the first lot of rant is about this because that's where she gets onto the Old Testament. And then, yes, so this is what it's an LBGTQ rant. This is what this is, a rant over that statement.
He's not. This church is not a Calvinist church. He was, but he's not anymore. Calvinists are reformists. Okay? They're part of the Reformationists. It's like a branch of whatever.
She knows what it, she knows, like, okay, she's using these words. She doesn't describe what a reformist is. They're a branch of whatever. Like, really?
Not a, he's been preaching here since 2018. So he's not a Calvinist anymore. It's ridiculous. I thought he was a Calvinist too, but he's not, because there's no way you can be a Calvinist and be an independent fundamentalist Baptist. I don't know why they discriminate, but there's this part on here that says, listen to this. We believe that any sexual immorality, such as adultery, fornication, homosexuality, bisexual conduct, bestiality, incest, pornography, or anyone's attempt to change one's sex or disagreement with one's biological, natural-born sex is sinful. They put bestiality, pornography, homosexuality in the same boat. There's nothing here about pedophilia. Why is it pedophilia?
She doesn't get it, does she? Thank you, Diamonds Crystal Arts. Thank you for that. Oh, Laura says she's embarrassing atheists everywhere. Oh, that's right. Why does she think she's an authority on everything and everything? Domina says she gets dumber and dumber every day. Okay. All right, so now she's going to have to start to look at Google in a minute.
Weird. And it says, or disagreement with one's biological natural born sex is simple. They spend so much time on the transgender issue. And it says, also, the church regards as simple the intent or desire to surgically alter one's biological natural born sex to a different sex, since the body is a creation of God's church, both sexual identity to be biologically determined by God's at conception. So, like, the whole, this, from here to here, it's all about being transgender. Like, why do they hate people that are transgender and gay so much? Why would you dedicate so much of your church's statement on sexuality?
Thank you, Vivi LRC, for your support. Thank you for your super chat. Oh, as I said, I had to wait till I was calmed down, and now I'm looking at this and I'm gonna laugh about it, but I wasn't when I was watching it. So yeah, thank you. Oh, all right.
It says we believe that in order to
actually, it's so much easier watching it with other people around me, I must say.
The function and integrity of the church as the local body of Christ, and to provide a biblical role model to the church members and the community, it is imperative that all employed by the church in any capacity or who serve as volunteers abide by and agree to this statement. So if you just volunteer at that church, you have to agree that you looking at pornography is in the same right as bisexual conduct.
It's funny she picks it up. So she's big on using words as shock factor without thinking what she's saying correct. Doesn't she realize that when you work for an employer, you actually have to abide by the company's policies, even if you don't agree with them? It's part of life. Big words for a small woman. You have a code of conduct that you have to abide by. The church is no different. The church has a code of conduct. What world is she living in? Fantasy world.
Or bestiality or incest. Where's pedophilia on here? This is just, there's really, I know. And the stuff about Paul.
Here we go. All right, we're about to get a Bible history lesson, people. Okay, we're about to get a Bible history lesson. She triggers everyone on many levels, no matter what religion, if any, what sexuality. She's a raving lunatic. That's the thing. She's actually, and she focuses on the bisexual part because she's bisexual. So because she doesn't like what's said, she's done this rant. I know, Kim, it's going to trigger you so much. I apologize. I apologize. It triggered me. It triggered me. I actually even had to go have a shower, and I had to just I need to consult with other atheists and see what can be done about her. She's preaching, and that's not acceptable. Yeah, if you need to go, Kim, we'll be fine. I am counting on at the same time. Okay.
It was because during that time in Roman or Corinthians or wherever it was that he was talking about, it had to.
Because she can't even pin what she's talking about, Romans or Corinthians or whatever. He was in Corinth. He was in Ephesus. Oh, sorry, I'm still so dirty at her. She has no idea, and she also has no idea there are 2 levels of pedophilia, and she uses the wrong terms all the time. Exactly. But see, there's 93 people watching here, and she'll block anybody that disagrees with her. And I was mortified when she told somebody to go and call them once they'd cut off their hand, because obviously they believed in the Old Testament. That's what she said.
It had to do with like everyone was having sex with everyone. Like people were just literally it's like the sexual revolution.
I think she might be talking about Sodom and Gomorrah, which is from the Old Testament. Which is Old Testament. Maybe that's the part that Frida ate.
And the stuff about Paul, it was because during that time in Roman or Corinthians or wherever it was that he was talking about, it had to do with like everyone was having sex with everyone. Like people were just literally it's like it was like the sexual revolution. It's like I know exactly, Black Widow Rose. She just said, "This is so sad. I lost my first love who was transgender to suicide because of his family and the way he was treated." Incest is on there. So incest is the same as adultery, fornication. Fornication. What?
Okay, all right. We'll have a break here because she's about to go Google it. All right.
Oh, what is fornication? What is that? Sleeping with someone that you're not married to? Not married to each other. Okay. So sleeping with someone that you're not married to is the same as incest. This is insane.
She's trying to comprehend it all, and she can't comprehend it. Sorry, I have to say, Todd. Oh, so 93 people with tens of thousands of people literally follow you from social platforms. Surely you should be getting messages. She did just say that, Peter. She's so perplexed. She's frowning. See, I some of the stuff where you're saying you're being triggered, that was me this morning. Now that I've dealt with it all, that was me earlier. Now that I've dealt it all, I'm just laughing at her. So I'm sorry. How can she draw these parallels? I'm just sitting here. When ignorance meets arrogance, such a crescendo. Long time lurker, first time commentator, KJ. Thank you, Fernando. Hello and welcome. Yeah, I mean, I've gone delusional now. She's trying to like process it all. You cannot reason with it. So laughing at her is the best. How long was she Catholic and did she say? Well, because she talks about at this point that she's an atheist, and then she talks about and then she talks about the fact that she's never relinquished her Catholicism. Can't even say it. Whatever you're on, Joe. I want some. I think I'm just on delirium at the moment. It's just I've gone through that process of all those emotions, and now I'm just going, all I can do is laugh.
No, adultery would be when you're married and you're cheating. Fornication is like when you're not married. It says intercourse between people not married to each other.
What kind of journalist doesn't know that word? As I said, Crescendo, it told me that she didn't read her Bible. Exactly. Tidy tried with 4 cease and desist, so now entertain us with one minute. I couldn't hold it any longer. True, it does that, doesn't it?
I fornicated all the time before I was married. My husband and I fornicated all day long before we got married. I hope you guys go fornicate if you're single.
She really did say that. So we know. Stupid commentary about the royal family had been stitches the other day. Seriously. So, and now she's joyfully unavailable. Obviously, they did it too much. All right. That's what she's doing to my face. Lisa, she reckons she reads the Bible. I don't believe her. So there you go. You heard it. She's learnt a new word and she put it into a sentence. Anyway. All right. Yes, so she really did say that.
I'm so sorry. But this is the kind of stuff that ends up with people with high suicide rates in the transgender community. Why are you spending so much of your time and energy, Ben Seawald, worrying about a tiny percentage of people, by the way? Why does your church care so much about other people's choices in their private lives and what they do for themselves?
KJ, why do you spend so much of your time on a family and follow them around in their private life? On the floor. If she was wearing that filter, that would have been just worse.
You guys are always about having civil, you guys are all about civil liberties and don't take away my rights and let me have my freedom of religion. But you, with your religion, can't take away and dictate rights that are given to us in the United States, which means you cannot discriminate on someone just because they don't believe what you believe and you think that because they're gay it's wrong. Because in 2021, this is fucking hate speech. This is hate speech. And I'm listening to all of these sermons and it's so dark.
So she's been listening to sermons at least. I have no idea. Dark sermons. Yes. Oh, I think she was complaining that one of them was talking about someone was talking about the devil or Satan, and she took offense to that as well. So she's taken offense to everything. That's all.
All of it is so dark. It's like their God that they preach about hates you. He hates you. The way that they talk about God and sin and being human, it's like, this is not what Jesus would want. I'm not even a Christian anymore. But this is hate speech. You don't get to tell someone that because your Bible says that God created the body this way, that they don't have a right to take steps to be comfortable with who they want to be and authentic to who they are. I'm a Catholic. I mean, that's...
There you go. She just said, she just said, I don't believe, I'm not a believer. No, so she said that, and now she's just said that she's a Catholic. What do we flip, So now she's a Catholic.
I'm a confirmed Catholic. I've never left the church. I mean, I've left the church, but I've never formally sent a letter. So I'm still in the Catholic. I'm still a part of the Catholic diocese in my area, just because I'm lazy. And I've never once heard this kind of crap.
So there you go. So technically, she's still a Catholic. So does that mean she's been lying when she's? So what does it matter? She said if she says she's not a Christian anymore, but she's Catholic, shouldn't be considered. She's not a Christian, but she's Catholic. Does that mean she's a Christian? Oh, formally sent a letter. Do you have to send a letter? Do you have to send a letter to the Pope and say, "Dear Pope, I don't want to be a Catholic anymore"? So this Jackson Girls 1625, she says it's not hate. Doesn't she know that Catholics are Christian, but all Christians are not Catholics? She's Christian. Is that like China isn't Russia? Yes. So as I said, so she's gone from saying, I'm not a Christian or I'm not a believer. And then she says she is a Catholic. So I don't know. Maybe she hasn't heard it in church because she doesn't go to church. So good pick up, Jane.
Ever. And they hate the Catholic Church, which is crazy. It is hate. And if you don't think this is hate, don't follow my page.
Okay. This is where she starts attacking people.
Don't. I have no place for people that have this kind of mentality in my life. I am bisexual. I have friends that are transgender. I have friends that are gay. I have friends that are everything. And I would never, ever tell anyone to live their lives anyway. You can practice your religion.
Right. So she's got no room in her life for people that do that. And then why does she make a point of telling us all the people that she has in her life? She has no friends, says Jane.
But you don't get to use your religion to legislate laws and to dictate morality. Jesus was like the nicest, kindest guy, right? I've read the Gospels.
She obviously didn't read them very well. Doesn't she complain about her numbers dropping? Doesn't she even listen to it? No, I don't think she listens to what she says, Fernando. what friends is Diamond Crystal Arts. Her imaginary friends don't count as she has no, neighbours don't even like her. So this is about where she says that she knows. So someone says, preach. This is pure hate. I think what's coming out of her mouth is hate. But Fernando, she mysteriously got 3K new subs over 3 weeks. I know. I wish I could do that. Could you imagine if I got 1,000 subs in a week? Oh, I'd be doing tabletop dancing. No, I wouldn't. How does she know what Jesus was really like? She's breaking the atheist code now, says Laura. Exactly. Well, she can't no longer claim she's an atheist. Or is this now another lie that she's going to, or is this another lie she's going to pretend that she didn't say what we're all hearing?
He was out like with prostitutes and he was rubbing women's feet and he was loving on.
He was rubbing women's feet? I must have missed that word in the Bible. Where did he rub the woman's feet? You mean rubbing women's feet? I don't know where that is. Oh, I missed that before. Rubbing women's feet. Hey, bibbly bobbly boo. Jesus did pedicures. Oh, she said washing? But he washed the disciples' feet. He washed the disciples' feet. They were other men's feet. Mary washed his feet. Mary was tired, so he offered. Obviously, he washed the disciples' feet. He didn't wash women's feet. And it would have been unheard of in that day. Mary, I suspect some of them are Jabba lurking to down. Yes, that's right. Jessica girl says, hey, Jesus, I need a foot rub, bro. I'm going to take that back a little bit because... Oh, hello. We think maybe that's what she meant, Michelle, and what she thinks are different. The Pope does wash feet.
I would never, ever tell anyone to live their lives anyway. You can practice your religion, but you don't to use your religion to legislate laws and to dictate morality. Jesus.
Maybe I should send her a picture of my feet. My ones from the show. Hey, let me clean nail polish.
Was like the nicest, kindest guy, right? I've read the Gospels. He was out like with prostitutes and he was rubbing women's feet and he was loving on every single person.
What does loving on? What does loving on every single person mean? Send her ugly feet. What does loving on mean? She obviously didn't read the bit where she obviously hasn't read the part where he overthrew the money changers tables or he got sassy with the Pharisees. Front hugs. The Bible is, oh Jesus, was a red surfer dude. I've got the Aussie Bible that's all in Aussie slang. That's actually a really interesting really interesting thing. Maybe Sarah, that's what loving on means. I think so.
He was not spending his time and energy worrying about this. I've never met a Jesus that was like this.
I've never met a Jesus that was like this. I've never met hypocrisy. 11,100 in the early videos of August 2019 about the Blue Act. Okay. Really? Did the US Constitution have laws that came through religion at any point? I'm sure homosexual was illegal for many years over there. Plus, I've not read a Bible much, but I don't. Wait, she's never met a yeah. Jesus, but I don't remember Jesus having a gay disciple. God is on Twitter, by the way. Full of Jesuses in my life. That's all right. She'll tell you how many she's meets in a moment, bibbly bobbly boo. Oh, this is so much better now because, yeah, I'm watching it with people and we're joking and laughing. This was hard. Oh, sorry. I hear you. I'm starting. Wait on. I want to lose it at this point. I might need a straight jacket. Oh, dear. She'll tell you in a minute, Lee. I tell you what, I've been going to church my whole life and I haven't met Jesus yet. So I'd like to know where you go. Oh.
I'm just so pissed.
So am I.
And I'm sick of the comments of the Bible beaters that are like in my comments that are like the super fundies that are like, it is wrong. You know, like, dude, if you're going to come in my comments and put up hate speech, which basically says that it's wrong to be gay, I'm going to delete it. I'm going to flag it for hate speech. You do not get to, in 2021, tell someone who is gay that it's not okay to be gay. You just don't get to say that anymore. You don't get to, yes, I've met Jesus. We're like totally like this. We're like best friends. I'm just saying, like, the Jesus that you read in the Bible is not this. I've met him. I've met him in the Gospels. You know what I mean? Like, so many Jesuses, like 5 of them.
There you go. She's met 5 of them. I don't know. I live near Mexico and I've met lots of Jesuses, so some of them were probably like, did they give feet rubs? Oh. Yep. They're like besties. Oh.
I know. What upsets me is people think that I'm kidding too. I wasn't upset. I was literally laughing about it. Like, I know 70,000 Jesuses.
At that point, I was trying to find out if I could actually report a live video because that was what I was wanting to do at this point. So that's why I'm looking at this. I was trying to find where I could report the video because I was like not getting very unhappy. So if she likes the Jesus in the Bible, why is she an atheist? Good question, Jane. Jesus is her source. Oops. Did she just really say that? She knows. Yes, Sammy J, she does. So yeah, so that's why this is showing because I was trying to work out if I could report the video.
And the truth is that the average Christian that I know is not like this. It's
okay. So someone's going to say, someone's put here, also the Bible says it's not our job to judge others. So she's about to go off again and she's going to start blocking people and she's going to start calling people out.
People say, oh, modern Christianity isn't like that. Progressive Christians aren't like that. I'm like, dude, come to Minnesota. we don't really have Baptists up here. We don't. I mean, there's some Baptist church, but it's predominantly like Lutherans. Lutherans are Catholics, and you just don't see this kind of stuff here. Like,
how does she know if she doesn't go to church? I'm just asking.
Catholics in 2021 aren't bigoted like this. Like, even the Pope isn't a bigot like this anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I'm starting to realize.
Someone says, judge others lest you be judged, something like that. So Mino 62, I think, is the one she's going to call it. Jesus is in Minnesota. There you go. Always wondered. She knows the Pope now. Yes, Gail. She blocked me on Insta. I have sent an email to Douglas, though. Whether they get it, I don't know, but this woman is being held accountable. Hence why, Crescendo, I did my video. That's why I did my video. Who like had a baby, it's a boy.
Baptist faith is something out of, I've never seen this before. But they're in the independent fundamentalist Baptist, which means it's wild. That's what bothers me about, I was listening to Ben preach. He would pick like one sentence from, this is what bothers me about some pastors that don't know the Bible or that think they know the Bible, is they think that the Bible can be used to tell stories, and that's not how the Bible was ever intended to be used. You don't get to use like one line and cherry pick verse after verse after verse to prove your point. That's not how the Bible was intended to be. It wasn't intended for you to pick one verse and then pick another verse in the Old Testament and then pick one in the New Testament to prove your point. Because the New Testament absolves the Old Testament. And if you're really a Jesus believer, you wouldn't even give stock or credence or spend as much time in the Old Testament if you truly believed in Jesus. Because Jesus doesn't show up and doesn't exist in the Old Testament.
She has no idea. She has no idea. I mean, I didn't get into the video about the Old Covenant and the New Covenant. I didn't even get into that. I thought maybe that might be a little bit hard for her to comprehend. But yes, she studied theology now. This is where I took offense, and this is why I talked about Bible study with KJ. I feel so honored. This, like, I was really, I was yelling at this point. And that's why, because she quotes these Bible verses, and that's why when I did the video back, I used her Bible verses and put them back into context, and then talked about how they led back how they led back to the Old Testament. Because Jesus was Jewish. He still followed the Jewish law. Like, and it's like, right? So it's like the royal family. It's like picking up the Harry and Meghan story halfway through. If you've not read the history of the royal family, then you're only getting half the story. So you have to understand what was happening in the Old Testament to understand the New Testament. So you've got to know the history to get, anyway. I'm probably talking to people that understand that, but anyway. To report, as we all did today, yes, I ended up doing it. Yeah, I did it afterwards. I managed to do it. Yeah, I did it. Hopefully she gets stopped again. Yeah, thinking of your friend Sherry. So anyway. Yeah, hi Ash, Shira's spirit anyway. So anyway, what she's about to say is, yeah. No, I reported that, and I also reported her YouTube video as well. Deep breaths, everybody here. As I say, I'm calm now.
To the world and blew up everything that they knew and said everything that we've known before is wrong.
That's not what he said, KJ. That's not what he said.
How we're supposed to live our lives.
He came and fulfilled the law.
This is the new way. He took that and said, this is the new way. So you're supposed to spend your time in the New Testament, and the New Testament is filled with love.
So it's like we're reading a murder mystery and reading the end of the book before you actually read the start of the book. Ugh. Yeah, this is, as I said, it's really hard. Hi, Tamara. Hello, everybody that's coming here. Everybody's just joined in. We're up to 78. She's not texting right now. Oh, she needs all this reported. Yeah, well, I reported the video. I had a look before, and it's still on her. It's still on her Instagram. So I'm not going to. I can't tell you what to do. I'm just saying I've put into my video that I've actually reported her. I have no shame in telling her that.
Actually read the New Testament. It's not hate. Have you actually read the Old Testament? It's dark. God was evil. God hated you. We were scared of God. In the New Testament, God was love. I know Jesus never talked about homosexuality. He never talked about cheating on his wife.
He never spoke about cheating on his wife. So apparently he was married. I missed that part too. It's her Instagram, Sherry. Yeah. He never talked about cheating on his wife. Well, there you go. I need to find out what version of the Bible she's got.
God was evil. God hated you. We were scared of God. In the New Testament, God was love. I know Jesus never talked about homosexuality. He never talked about cheating on his wife. Jesus never told you how to be a husband, how to be a wife, how to be a mother. He never taught you how to do any of those things.
Excuse me, KJ. I need to pay a pee from laughing at your stupidity. When did Jesus get married? Kim, I don't know, but I missed that. Tamara, what she's going on about Christians again, particularly those that read the Old Testament. No wonder Frida ate the Bible. Dogs are smart, and it's the wrong Bible. Poor Jesus, can you see KJ? That's why it was essentially that she'd gone against all the Abrahamic faiths, because Islam, the Jewish faith, Christianity, and the Baha'i faith all use the Old Testament. Thank you. They shut it down before. This isn't her subject. What Bible did she read? KJ is best on. Apparently so. She's doing it for money and fame. I hear that she has promised herself to become famous. Well, this isn't monetized, so which is one good. Yeah. Well, and as I said in the video where I addressed it, I told her I'd reported it, and I called it religious hate, because that's what I feel it is. It's religious hate. I mean, what do the Jewish people do? Because they don't have the New Testament. They only have the Old Testament. I don't know that the Jewish. I've not met very many hateful Jews. It would seem that way. Maybe Jews. In fact, I had a Jewish doctor who delivered both my children. Nicest guy around. So, yes, so sorry, I let her trigger me. Yes. Yeah, well, she triggered me earlier today. She's a theologian. Yes, theologian now. But there is a funny part at the start when she had to look up a word. I mean, I have to say that is the best part.
Jesus said, love yourself, love your neighbor like yourself, and love God. Right? Love your neighbor like yourself and love God. Like, those were the only rules that Jesus had. All this other stuff is man-made. All of this other stuff is man-made.
Oh, yeah. So someone
Paul's
says,
letters.
God is about love, not hate. To preach hate goes against what the Bible says. God never hated you in the Old Testament. He had a lot of rules. It's okay to be triggered. Yeah. Well, yeah. Do you remember the word? Well, she was going to say love yourself, but she wasn't. So.
Not made for you to like pick one verse or two verses and decide that this is what he meant.
But she just did that herself. She just picked 2 verses. In fact, it's 1 verse, actually. She just picked 1 verse and said, this is all he told us to do. Like, you know. After this, there might be a lot of Jesuses out there who changed their names. Maybe. Probably. KJ is letting her mockingbird over her. Yes, she's lost her mind. Wish we could edit our. Sorry, yeah. Both the Torah and Quran are based on the Old Testament. Yes, that's right, Crescendo. That's right. I am still here washing clothes, making fabric softener and color. Oh, nice.
It drives me crazy when people take a book that's 2,000 years old and just try to like make it into whatever it is that they want. You can't take one tiny passage of a verse and decide that it has this immense meaning. You have to read the entire Bible cover to cover before you know anything of what has happened. And then you even have to realize that a lot of what the Bible is metaphor and parable. It's not literal. You can't have a literal thing in parable. Jesus spoke in parables. So if he spoke in parables, you can't say it's literal because he never intended it to be literal. He used metaphors, parables to teach you. Yeah, and Paul was talking about specific churches at a specific point in time. Like, when he was talking about all the sex in Rome, it had nothing to do with what's going on today. It literally had to do with people, and they were just going crazy and having sex all over the place.
I have to tell you that I don't remember that. I don't know what book in the Bible Paul's talking about. Can someone enlighten me? Because I am still yet to find. I still haven't worked out. I actually went scrolling through I actually went through the letters of Paul to find out which book she could be talking about, and I couldn't find it. I bet Jesus didn't walk the earth as a man, right? You can't take a small clip of a video and decide that someone is getting physical with a child. Correct. Give me so much Bible study with KJ. Yes. Correct, Michelle. And that was my point. That was my point, Michelle. That's why this initial video was that she'd gone after all the Abrahamic faith, because what she's saying, particularly about the Old Testament, isn't just against Christians. I had enlightenment by son. I haven't a clue what she's speaking of. She's nuts. This is so funny. Your husband supposedly, yes. No, Paul. She's mixing her Bible stories up. Correct. The only section of the Bible where what was happening is what she was talking about was the Old Testament of Sodom and Gomorrah. So anyway.
You today about sex. It's just ridiculous to me. Sex in Rome, it had nothing to do with what's going on today. It literally had to do with people, and they were just going crazy and having sex all over the place. He wasn't talking to you today about sex. It's just ridiculous to me.
Not talking to. She better not look back. No, she might turn into some salt sherry. That is the only. Yeah, as I said, backing a few lube break. I'm laughing too much. This is Kate. I wonder if she's ever read the Song of Solomon. I know that's pretty interesting, isn't it? What's wrong with that, KJ? Yeah. Yes, is mixing the Roman Empire with the Bible. She did. Just realized I'm running behind time. Oops. Sorry, Robin. She said, yeah, she did. She's confusing all her stuff up. Let's dissect her husband's religion like its root. Well, she would get really upset about it. Just like if you did videos about what she gets really upset about people talking about her looks or what she wears, and yet she does it with the Duggars.
How do you believe the Bible word for word and not realize that it's just this amazing book? And I still think it's a beautiful book. You know, like, I think the Gospels it's a wonderful book. Like, I'm not a believer. I've read the Bible many times.
Now she's not a believer again. He's pagan, Jane. So now she's not a believer again. And she's read the Bible many times.
It's so flat to me. So irritated. I don't want little kids to be brainwashed to believe that being gay or transgender is wrong. I don't want little kids to grow up believing that it's okay to discriminate someone based on their sexuality. I don't want people to be raising little children to believe that it's right to discriminate against someone who's transgender. Like, the way that they talk about the miracles of Jesus, I remember reading those parts and I always thought, I felt like it was more like I always like thought, I don't know if he actually did that or if that was more just like them trying to prove a point. You know, like, tell a story or show you like an exaggeration of what could something be, you know?
If you select options, 3 dots at the top, you can change the playback speed. Yes, oh, really? I didn't know that. Sammy J. Cool. My grandfather was a reverend. He would have ripped a tree down and beat KJ with it. Ashira, that's what I wanted to do. I hate her even more after this. I was so peed off, says Young Queen. Oh, thank you, Crescendo. You are so lovely. Wow. Small token for your sanity, Joe. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about Jackson Girls at 1625. She is super homophobic, you guys, just so you know. She hates gay people.
There you go. She's just called somebody out. Look at all those hearts at the right. I'd not do. No, she's a journalist and theologist. Yes. I'm getting whiplashed from all her flip-flopping. I know. 1 minute. I'm a believer. I'm not a believer. I'm a believer. I'm not a believer. And then I saw his face. Now I'm a believer. And he rubbed my feet. And he washed my hair. And then I said, wow, I'm a believer. Yes, Dominus. She did blatantly ignore the death of. In fact, she hasn't even done any reporting on the court case that went on either. Oh dear. Whoops. Poor love, she's so confused. When they talk about oh no, Tia, you're in hospital, had surgery yesterday, so I watched yesterday's after. Oh, that's no good. I hope you're doing better. Because my mum's still in hospital too. She's going to wait till after her surgery before she's out. My dad's like a lost puppy at home. He just doesn't know what to do with himself. So, she ignored George from Mr. Rent. I thought she would have been all over it. No, she hasn't done any of it, Michelle.
I blocked her. She's in my comments though.
Dude, look at that face. I blocked her.
You like an exaggeration of what could something be, you know? Yeah, I'm talking about Jackson Girls at 1625. She is super homophobic, you guys, just so you know. She hates gay people. I blocked her.
Look at that. So how is that promoting tolerance? How does that promote tolerance? You don't like somebody, so I'm gonna block you. One day, many little white coats will come and get KJ with a straight jacket for a ride on a short bus to find examples. I had my girl stuff taken out. I'm in pain, but I'm here, and others are worse than me. That's my attitude right now. Oh wow. Well, I hope you feel better soon.
She's in my comments though, and she's defending being homophobic because it says in the Bible. I don't know how anyone can actually follow me knowing that I'm bisexual and be like,
how can anyone follow me knowing that I'm bisexual? That's what she just said. Well, KJ knows she can just buy another 1,000 subs. How can anyone follow me when they know I'm bisexual? What does that mean? Yes. She's just with that out. I can't make it make sense. Yes, she did say I'm blocking her. We need them to. I don't know how anyone can follow me when they know I'm bisexual. That's what she said. Like, all right, we'll do that.
I blocked her. She's in my comments though, and she's defending being homophobic because it says in the Bible. I don't know how anyone can actually follow me knowing that I'm bisexual and be like, Katie, you're so wrong being gay. Like,
no, this was on Insta. So this uncovering hypocrisy says people are entitled to their own religious beliefs. It's part of freedom of choice. Why are you so judgmental? Gonna get done. Gonna get blocked. Watch what she says here. Yeah, I hope you got support. Her whole argument about people following her is bizarre. Yeah, bye, Sarah Loves Donuts. Sarah Loves Donuts, before you go, can you shoot me an email? Because I need to send you a prize. So I'm up because they just took blood. Okay.
You go on somebody's page. Oh, Frida doesn't like that either. Jackson Girl 16, whatever face. She's got comments in my thing about how it's biblical to not like gay people.
I would love the block list to come out in Discovery. Oh, wouldn't that be great to see the blocked list? It did, didn't it? I've got it on my community tab, Sarah Loves Donuts. I put it in there. Also, it's in the About section. But yeah, I can put it in the description as well for you. And then someone else goes, here we go again. Another one. Mamma mia. Here we go again. My.
Why am I so judgmental? That's what she said. People have their own entitled religious beliefs. It's not a religious belief to be homophobic.
My dog do not like KJ. He barks at Tilly and growls. She should have a block list with the reason for blocking. I have my left one in because my medical. Her block list says everyone except for her and Toad at this rate. Well, we're only assuming Toad's not on it. Dosing was just what you needed. Oh, thank you, Tia.
If you want to take the Bible so literally, go cut your hand off because you stole something, okay? And then call me. Send me a DM. You're going to get blocked too. All right. I got to make a thumbnail. She doesn't like hate speech either. She doesn't like hate speech. I don't know how anyone could follow me and like do people really think that I'm into like being a fundamentalist? No, that's not why. They are exactly, Christine. That's exactly what they do. I've always loved your photo, Christine. Today it rained all day, and Frida had a really tough day. She does not like the rain, and so she's been on top of me all day. So I'm gonna figure. Oh, hey, Ellie Cat, haven't seen you in a hot minute. I love your purple hair. I'm seeing a lot of your older faces here. I haven't seen Alley Cat in a while. I love you, Anderson. Okay, so I'm going to upload this. I'm so behind today. I really want to upload that video. I want to share the video about... Maybe I'll just put it out not monetized. I don't know. It needs to get out into the algorithm, and if it's yellow, it won't go into the algorithm. We have 2 dogs and 4 cats. All right, it's really late here. This is how behind I am. I'm never working this late.
And that was it. That's like she didn't even say goodbye. So there you go. So that's what triggered the video that I did earlier. So that's that's what created that earlier video. And who follows this thing? But lots of people do. Just remember, folks, when someone says they're an empath, they're not. I believe anything KJ says about everyone. He believes I walked and talked with Jesus and drank wine with him. Lord help us. Yeah. So I guess hopefully I represented what she said in the video correctly. That was when I posted it, I thought, I hope I got it right. I think I did all right. I've never followed her. I've not even watched the video of hers except through people like Joseph. It's bizarre, isn't it? All right. So here is, this was her Instagram today. You fully, sorry, and I'll just yawn to fully understand the trigger. Yeah. Yeah. So that's about Ben preaching. Oh, did Doobie walk in? The GB Pink Floyd hippie chick. Actually, you know what? Let's lighten it up a bit. Let's show one of GB's videos because it was actually they put another one up the other day and it was hilarious. And I'll get done for copyright too because but who cares? We need to have some fun. All right. This one's titled This one is titled it's just not it's now playing. This one is titled Someone is Too Chicken. Somebody is too chicken to answer questions and do lives anymore. Are you ready? There you go. So that was from Doobie. I will post Doobie's link. Yeah, Doobie, they've been doing me for copyright for the original song. So I don't know why, but I have been. So it doesn't bother me. Like, I don't care. Let me get you Doobie's site. Doobie's got 80 subscribers. I'm sure Doobie would really like more. And I have no problems promoting I think there's a filing due tomorrow. I think there's another filing due tomorrow. Oh, that's the smartest thing you've heard us say. Oh, that's funny. I've just put the link in, Gail. Whoever did that wins, and yeah, Doobie, take a bow. Oh, Tia, you shouldn't be laughing. You can put the link in again. I might pin it. Joe, you eating a singlet today? Is it summer today? Oh, I don't know what it's doing. It was cold this morning, but I came out like I not long had a shower, and I'm quite often warm after a shower. That's right. So that's Doobie's site. I've put Doobie here. Yeah, I know Doobie's here. Yes, it's Saltz's turn to respond. The filing is due later. Yep. You posted a new one? Let's have a look. Oh, yes. Botox and fillers 000. I might look up. We might play the a new sub. There you go. 82 now. Cool. Hey, Doobie. Yep. Yep, Doobie is here. Cool. You've subbed. Yeah. Doobie. Yeah. All right. So I appreciate you sharing me, Joe. Oh, thank you. All right. We might do shut up and eat some cake, and then we'll look at Katie's Botox and fillers. So let's look at this one. Hope your birthday's sweet. No. Yeah, so that's that one, and we'll watch one more. So that was just Katie, shut up and eat some cake. It'd be nice if she did just be quiet. All right. Katie's Botox and fillers. Oh, no. Oh, that's so funny. Oh boy. Do we actually need to all have a commercial break so we can all go to the loo? Oh boy, that was funny. She was pretending to be Jenna even when she had managed to get us a bunch of us to just trust her with that. Wow, you must be a follower from way back. You're laughing so hard. You should get Uni Rock in there to not. Hi, Sassy Noz. Oh boy. Oh boy. You want it again? You want the same one again? All right. You got to keep the public happy. The Let's Get Physical is funny. Yeah, that one I got. I think that's it. All right. It's now not loading. Oh. So again, I'll just post the video. I'll just post the link again. Yes, I think we did that one. Oh yeah, here you go. For those of you, here it is again. Oh. My stupid internet. Sorry. There you go. Oh boy. Oh, Doobie's got 87 subs now. Cool. I'm just seeing what else is on there. So those two are the latest ones. So are those, yeah. Do KJ and Kyle was Smooth Criminal. Cool. When you're wait on. There's also here's another one. When you always end up being number 2, Katie Joy. Oh no. Oh.
I'm the Dookie. I go hard. Sometimes I go smoothly. Everybody knows me. People call me holy. I'm so famous, but I even got my own emoji. Everyone wants to be number one. True. It's much better being number 2.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh boy. Oh. After what we've seen tonight, have you met anything? After what we've seen tonight, we've really needed that. Oh, that was classic. Because I don't know whether you saw her Insta, Doobie, because I tell you what, that's what she was talking. Oh, oh. Oh boy. We need depends now. Oh boy. Oh, that was good. That was good. I can see why you're excited about that one. Aussie. Well, that's not fair to you. You've got an unfair advantage. Hello, I need a bedpan. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, that was good. Oh, not yet. I'll be watching when I wake up. I only got up to pee. Well, you'll see why we've had to all laugh because that we're looking at the Insta Live. So, oh boy. Oh, gee whiz, that was funny. Oh, so got to go up to pee and then made us all pee. I don't know how can KJ get paid from Tyler Hope? It doesn't happen. Doobie's YouTube name, Teresa. I will. Hello, what Teresa? I will put it here again. There you go. I've posted it again for you all. Hello, Sunny D. This is what I wake up to. Yeah. Well, when you watch back the start, you'll understand why we needed to sort of have a bit of a laugh because, yeah. It was hilarious. Thank you. Watching from Germany. Hello. Well, it's been fun, you guys. Hopefully I'll get to join you for a full stream one of these days. Take care and have a blessed Thursday. See you, Doobie. Well, depending on when the docs drop, I'll be online as soon as I can get the docs sorted. And in fact, I may even have to do it. I may be doing my stream from my son's got youth group because it's Friday night. It'll be Friday night here, and I may have to do a live from McDonald's or from my car. But as soon as they drop, I'll be live as soon as I can. So are they? I don't know. Are they already in? I've not seen anyone that's got them. As far as I know, I mean, if they are in, I'll make sure that I've got them, but I don't think they're in yet. Not that I know of. So, no, they're not in as far as I know. It is good for the soul. It is good for the soul. You are correct. Okay, cool. Every breath you take, every move, I'll be watching you. I suspect KJ's angling that it will go to a hearing. It will cost a lot for Discovery, so he's hoping Tardy would fold and settle out of court. Sadly for her, I don't think Tardy would be up for that. I don't think so either. No, can't you see? So, I think on that note, I know that some of you are just getting here. I think we might call it a night. Call it an early night or early day. There's only one other thing that I wanted to show you. Oh, she had a go at a few people. So she had a go at the Ralofts. Of course she did. This is the Rolofts. Apparently, she says, I forgot to tell you, Audrey and Jeremy Roloff run their marriage like a business. They have mission statements and pillars. So someone says this marriage sounds exhausting. But someone just said, my husband is Catholic. I was raised Methodist. We both attend a Catholic church and non-denominational church here in town. We have a family mission statement we rely on. It's a typical biblical family statement. In a nutshell, it's mostly about putting God first above all, being kind and compassionate to each other, and loving unconditional love. It's much longer than that, but you get the idea. I wouldn't say it's like running a marriage family like a business. It's more of an expectation thing. So, anyway. Cool. No, it's great to you know what? I know, I've got the perfect one. KJ Brown running up the hills, the Alps of Switzerland. The hills are alive with the sound of lawsuits. It was a Cher's one that got me. When she go run to the hills. Thanks for cool. Just a small town girl, lonely in a lonely world, took a girl anywhere. Oh, that person will be blocked, of course. But yes, the hills are the hills are alive with the sound of motions. The lawsuit's long and going nowhere. The hills are alive with the sound of motions. And we're still waiting for jurisdiction. Anyway, I've gone crazy now, which is probably good because I need to be in a good mood because I'm teaching tomorrow. So good night, everybody. Have a great night. Well, it's nighttime here. It's 10:56 p.m. Have a good morning for all of you on the other side of the world. Good afternoon for those of you in the UK. That would be a good one. I did ask Crystal Bill to do one for that. That would be good. All right. See you all. I'll see you all tomorrow. So I'll be streaming, but I may have to be streaming in my car. However, I'll be here for you all. Okay. See you all later.